Joining us this evening is Ravi Shankar Prasad, Deputy Leader of Opposition in the Rajya Sabha, representing the BJP. Also joining us is Dr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi, very senior leader of the Congress Party and Member of Parliament in the Rajya Sabha. Dr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi, we've heard a lot of do's and don'ts that the BJP has been saying as far as the announcement of Narendra Modi as the prime ministerial candidate is concerned. But before I come to you, let me ask Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad. Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, we've seen the two-day meet between the BJP and the RSS. Are you any closer to the anointment of Narendra Modi as the prime ministerial candidate? Just what is taking you so long? Is it once again the speed breaker of Mr. L.K. Advani, the veteran leader and leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, Sushma Swaraj, who are opposed to the timing even at this stage?
Well, first of all, Navika, let me clarify. The two-day meeting you are talking about was of the mass affiliate organization, where the discussion was basically on internal security, on persecution of SC and ST, on the country's economic situation, the invasion from China and terrorism and whole range of other activities for which proper feedback was taken. This issue was not on agenda. But yes, certainly, as far as naming a particular leader as the Prime Minister is concerned, the party's parliamentary bodies to take a final call. Even the party's president has repeatedly stated. Why there is so much of talk of Narendra Modi? Obviously because of his popularity, his decision making, his record of governance, his impeccable integrity, and the popularity of Narendra Modi is directly proportionate to the way Dr. Manmohan Singh and Sonia Gandhi have run the country. But as far as the final call is concerned, that call will be taken by the parliamentary board. Advani ji is a very powerful senior leader, our mentor, our guide, our tallest leader. We all have the highest regard for him. Sushma ji is equally a senior leader. But Navika, always remember one thing. Unlike the Congress party, there is no Rag Darbari in the BJP. We discuss, we have differences, we have viewpoints. But once a decision is taken, everyone stands united. That's how the party functions, and parliamentary board is the appropriate forum for that.
Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, very humbly can I just ask you a follow-up question. The question is, if the equation is so simple that Narendra Modi has been declared the head of the campaign committee, he is a very popular leader, very successful chief minister, and therefore it's natural for him to be projected as a prime ministerial candidate for the party. If it's such a simple equation, just what is taking the BJP so long? Isn't it the internal questions from veteran leader L.K. Advani? And at this stage, just like in the past after your Goa meeting, Mr. L.K. Advani had resigned from his post, you can't afford another such showdown with Mr. L.K. Advani. Is that the reason why you're taking so much time over the announcement?
I think, Madam Navika Kumar, you are being a little hard on Advani ji. He has built the BJP, he has reared the whole range of second generation leaders, including Mr. Narendra Modi. All of us have been almost trained by him. We are proud of him. Surely, he being the senior leader, there will be discussion, there will be exchange of ideas, there will be views. His ideas are entitled to the highest of respect. But at least allow that process of consultation, the process of engagement, the process of consideration, and the final decision to be taken, for which the competent body is the parliamentary board. I repeat, we have no Rag Darbari here, where something is said about a prince and everyone has to follow. Therefore, being a democratic party, allow the decision making to be there, but let me repeat, once the decision is taken, everyone speaks in the same voice. But having said that, I must also reiterate that Mr. Modi is indeed very popular for the reasons which I have stated earlier.
Dr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi, now that the Prime Minister himself has said that he is ready to work under Rahul Gandhi, and the fact that the BJP is veering towards making 2014 elections, the presidential form of elections, really making it a Rahul Gandhi versus Narendra Modi kind of elections, is the Congress now prepared to field Rahul Gandhi as the prime ministerial face? I know you've been asked that question several times, but this time it is coming on the back of the Prime Minister himself stating that he's ready to work under Rahul Gandhi. Now is the stage set for declaring Rahul Gandhi as the prime ministerial candidate?
Navika, after your very long 2 questions and even longer answers, I hope you will give me at least 2 minutes. First of all, the Prime Minister has said nothing new. As the last answer to the last question on board the flight back from Petersburg, he said that I have already said this earlier. Rahul Gandhi would make a very good Prime Minister. He is an ideal choice and I would want him to be, and I am not wanting to be again a Prime Minister. So that is not anything new. That's point 1. He said so earlier. Second, the Congress party, the Congress president decides. This has been the wish and the desire of many, many congressmen, many Congress workers. The Prime Minister said so earlier, but ultimately it's a decision which the party and the president will take, and we are not going to say anything till that decision is taken. Thirdly, when I hear the word Rag and Darbari again and again, I can only say that unlike the BJP, when we sing rags, we make it musical. We don't have jarring cacophonies leading to chaos. There is the only rag you hear from the BJP for the last 6 months, since the time Modi has entered into the fray, is the most dissonant, the non-harmonious, non-musical, jarring tones. The jar occurs first of all within the BJP, where you have the sulkers, the eternal Prime Minister in waiters, the jostlers within the BJP. From there you go to the NDA, the larger circle, where there is open rebellion and dissatisfaction over Modi's name. So this is a very strange kind of a party which has converted the battle from a focus into the BJP as a supposedly responsible opposition party into Modi. And I think that is ultimately for the BJP to decide whether reducing the BJP to Modi is at all responsible politics by them. Thirdly,
but Dr. Singhvi, what about
BJP may repeatedly shout? Can I just finish? BJP may repeatedly shout from the rooftops, oh, it's a presidential, we are making a presidential. This election, no election before, no election after in India is going to be, just because you say it, a presidential form of election. In India, ultimately, people elect parties, they elect ideologies, they elect manifestos, they elect policies, they elect performance. They do not elect individuals. The party then elects its Prime Minister, and no amount of
But Dr. Singhvi, I have a counter question there.
Bush is going to change that by the BJP. So remember that, it's very important. And I am certainly not going to be accepting any of those premises which the BJP is speaking on this debate.
But why did you, Dr. Singhvi, why did you choose this very same contest in 2009? You chose this very same contest, the presidential contest in 2009. I clearly remember in 2009 the Congress party declared the name of Dr. Manmohan Singh as the prime ministerial candidate, while on the other hand you had Mr. L.K. Advani. Why are you suddenly going back to your old position that the Congress believes in, you know, its own form of politics, where we would declare the name after the elections?
Are you scared? Are you scared that Rahul versus Modi may just not be a contest which is very comfortable for the Congress party?
Let me just jog your memories a little bit. Let me unequivocally tell you, the Congress has never, I repeat, never subscribed to the presidential form. We have never directly or indirectly suggested that any general election is a presidential form of election between individuals. The Congress has never wavered from its standard path that it is an election between parties. Yes, Mr. Advani, who was so desperate to be seen as never. Please, you are completely mistaken in your interpretation.
Dr. Singhvi, what about 2009?
Distorted kind of says that
Dr. Manmohan Singh was declared as the prime ministerial face in 2009. Am I wrong or right, Dr. Singhvi?
I'm sorry. An incumbent prime minister who was suggested there is no change today does not mean that we were making it into a presidential form of government at all.
Is this your same position in 2014?
Dr. Manmohan Singh himself
is this going to be your standard position in 2014 as far as Dr. Singh is concerned?
He's
still the incumbent.
Dr. Manmohan Singh, if you check up what we said then and what we are saying now, let's be very clear. Dr. Manmohan Singh is the Prime Minister of this country. He is the leader of the party in Parliament. There is no vacancy for the Prime Minister's post. As far as post-election is concerned, we will decide our candidate. That was the line in 2009, that's the line today. And be very clear on that. Yes, Dr. Manmohan Singh had also said then, pre-2009, what he has said post-2009, that I would like Mr. Rahul Gandhi very much to be in government. I would like very much for Rahul Gandhi to be the Prime Minister, which is what is repeated. So I don't see all, it is actually the first and foremost the BJP and then the media making it with all these sensationalisms and adjectives into a A versus B contest. Not one statement have we made ever in 2009 or prior or thereafter to suggest what you are suggesting. Not once.
Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, from Raj Darbari to Rag Darbari, we've had the rebuttal coming in from Dr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi. The question that I want to put to you is that a very senior leader of the BJP said that the de facto decision on Narendra Modi has been taken. It's just the de jure announcement that's left. Given that fact, is it now incumbent upon the BJP to take a position to overrule the veteran leader, Mr. L.K. Advani, and along with him some other senior leaders like Sushma Swaraj, because they are certainly not approving of the timing ahead of the 5-state assembly election for an announcement on Modi? Are you ready to overrule Mr. L.K. Advani and the other senior leaders?
First of all, Navika, you are not being fair to either Advani ji or to Sushma Swaraj. Both are our tall leaders. Advani ji, as I said, is the mentor of the party, has brought the BJP here. In the parliamentary board formal meeting, all the call will be taken. Surely, earlier there too, consultations do take place, entitled to. Because the problem is, regardless of what the eloquence barb of Mr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi be there is not even a sargam in Congress party. There is only one rag. Howsoever Besura, it is Rag Darbari, because no one can afford to even sing other rag. And here is a pathetic situation that the Prime Minister of India after 9.5 years is forced to say repeatedly, I am willing to work under Rahul Gandhi. Navika, whom they name their leader is their call. But on your channel, let me raise certain issues. Mr. Rahul Gandhi is indeed a formidable leader of the UPA government, almost number 2 after Sonia Gandhi. What is his view on the declining rupee vis-a-vis dollar, on the sinking Indian economy, on the current account deficit, on the fiscal deficit, on inflation, on Chinese invasion in India and so many times repeated incursions, on terrorism, on a whole range of strategic issues which India is suffering today? We have not heard a single word.
My counter question to you is, Mr. Narendra Modi tweets on every issue. He tweeted on the Prime Minister's statement that he was ready to work under Rahul Gandhi. Where is Mr. Narendra Modi's statement on the UP situation, the violence, communal violence in Uttar Pradesh? Why has Mr. Narendra Modi not spoken of the violence in Uttar Pradesh? He chooses not to speak when it's not comfortable for him to speak.
Well, I must tell you, Mr. Modi has always been condemning riots or violence, including in Gujarat. Why are you talking of Uttar Pradesh?
So why
he has
not
been saying that repeatedly
from him on this issue?
No. Surely, maybe whether it is Congress party or be it Samajwadi party are so much into almost Modi bashing because they are so scared of his popularity, his appeal among the people, among the youth all across the country. Therefore, maybe he will take his own call. Surely he would. On behalf of the party, we have condemned it. The entire BJP has condemned it. Today I was going to offer my whole sympathy and pray for peace and amity. I was not allowed to go. I came back. Therefore, the BJP is very much there.
Mr. Prasad, that's just
Modi.
one point.
Let us not go into that issue.
But Mr. Prasad, that is just one particular aspect. The other aspect is the point that you mentioned. Mr. Prasad, the point that you mentioned that in the Congress you have the Prime Minister who repeatedly has to say that I am willing to work under Rahul Gandhi. Can you say that with certainty in your party that there would be those senior leaders who would be willing to work under Mr. Narendra Modi? Democracy aside,
is very simple.
Is there some discipline in BJP? The issue is not of democracy, it's about discipline.
Yes. Are the Congress ministers willing to work under Manmohan Singh? Let me ask a counter question to you. We see in the parliament day in and day out what kind of respect and authority is given by the senior colleagues of the Prime Minister to the office of the Prime Minister, to the persona of the Prime Minister.
My question goes unanswered.
Therefore, please, Sanket. Yes, yes, my reply to you is very much.
Very simple question to you, Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, is that will L.K. Advani, will Yashwant Sinha, will Murli Manohar Joshi work as ministers under Narendra Modi? isn't that the problem that your party is grappling
Therefore,
with? And unless you solve that
therefore
problem,
the first thing,
how will you announce Narendra Modi as the prime ministerial candidate?
Navika, I'm sorry, I apologize to you.
Navika.
First of all, you have conceded that Mr. Yes, I have already apologized to you, that maybe I am coming from that show, therefore, but leave it there. Therefore, first you are conceding that Mr. Modi will become the Prime Minister. Then all these are hypothetical questions. Who will be in the cabinet? What shall be the formation? The party will take a call. The leader will take a call. But the third time, Navika, since you are raising about, don't be unfair to Advani ji. You are being grossly unfair to him. Advani ji is the tallest leader. Surely consultation, coordination, exchange of ideas is a part of healthy democracy. We have no sermonizing here. But yes, having said that, there is a groundswell of support from Mr. Narendra Modi, but the party's parliamentary board will take a call.
Let me ask the converse question to Dr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi. Dr. Singhvi, the Prime Minister said that he is ready to work under Rahul Gandhi. In 2014, if the Congress party were to form a government, what will Dr. Manmohan Singh do? Will he be the finance minister, the external affairs minister, or the home minister for Rahul Gandhi? I mean, the same situation will apply to the Congress party. And if he does not work under Rahul Gandhi, will you drop Manmohan Singh like a hot potato after he's worked for a decade as the Prime Minister of India?
I like the way you distort the word said. I have it here with me, you have it more easily. Please take up the 4-line answer to the last question the Prime Minister gave. He never said what you are distorting that he said. He simply said that the Congress party and I would be happy to work under the leadership of Rahul Gandhi, who I think should be the Prime Minister. That's what he said. Now, I am not here to answer speculative questions because the answer will be the same.
But that he is doing in any case.
2009
Dr.
and earlier.
Singhvi,
Can I finish?
Rahul
Can I
Gandhi
finish,
being
please?
the vice president of the Congress party.
See, look, of course, that's what he meant. That's what he said. And that's the stand of the Congress party. That there is no vacancy for Prime Minister today. As far as 2014 is concerned, let the elections happen and the Congress president and the Congress leadership will decide what is to be done. And you'll have the answer. That's exactly what was said pre-2009.
Dr. Singh?
But I'm amused to hear, I'm amused to hear on your program this point about who's... Well, you'd love to have these sensational, provocative questions, but you can live in your own... if we had lost confidence in Dr. Manmohan Singh,
these are easy
we wouldn't
questions.
have had now close to 10 years of governance. 10 years of governance.
Everyone wants
10 years of governance.
Have you lost confidence?
We wouldn't have had 8.5 years of superb growth, and in those 8.5 years, our lowest has been higher than the BJP. I'm amused to hear from Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad that we are being unfair to Mr. Advani. According to Mr. Advani, those who are being most unfair to him are the BJP itself. We have found the BJP like a cabal of persons fighting, jostling, jockeying and sulking for power for the last 8 years. And they are talking about us. They are saying, 1 minute, okay, now, Navika,
growth at this
yes,
that probably is
not
the
brave,
most
not brave,
note at
candid,
this point in time in whatever musical language you may like to
brave.
address that.
Navika, not brave, candid and balanced. Yes, we are not on so good economic times now, but we were on excellent economic times for 8.5 out of the 9.5 years, let me repeat. In those 8.5 years, the same Prime Minister, the same Council of Ministers which worked with perfect cohesion, which Mr. Prasad says was fighting and not obeying the Prime Minister.
But Dr. Singhvi, my question goes unanswered even now.
Just let me complete, please.
Have you lost confidence in Dr. Singh post 2014? You're confident of winning 2014? Will you project him again as PM?
You cannot jump topics with a pincer movement.
That was my simple question, sir, which a lot of people want to know.
Question. I will still answer the first question in my time and then I will answer your question.
Okay.
Please don't interrupt me. To answer Navika's question that I am a brave person, I said I am candid and balanced. Here is a Prime Minister with 9.5 years under his belt, of which 8.5 years our lowest growth rate with the same Council of Ministers has been higher than the highest of the NDA average. No answer. We've had excellent times. And we have for 1 year not so good times, and you start junking the whole thing and saying throw the baby out with the bathwater. As far as lost confidence is concerned, which little bird has told you that? Just because you on the television channel asks the question repeatedly, do you think Dr. Manmohan Singh would have been the only Prime Minister after Nehru to have been completing 2 full 5-year terms if we had lost confidence in him? Everybody
But
knows
Dr.
that the
Singhvi,
party
what about
is the mother of the
2014?
government. If the party did not have confidence, in Dr. Manmohan Singh, do you think he would be only the second Prime Minister in India after Nehru to have completed 2 5-year terms? Now you are into pure speculative. The speculation helps the TRP you think of times now. It helps sensationalism.
Dr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi, everybody has a reality check. Growth cycles happen, ups and downs happen. The reason the Congress party, the Congress-led UPA government is questioned is because there are several decisions that you took and several decisions that you did not take, which has probably led us to this. But let me get in Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, who wants to rebut you. Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, go in.
Well, Navika, let me tell you, on your program, call Abhishek Manu Singhvi one, we will have a full-fledged debate on the decline of Indian economy and how Dr. Manmohan Singh government is responsible for that. It is the most corrupt government since independence. The image of India stands dented, corruption after corruption. This government is leaving a legacy of suffering India, insecure India. Inflation, price rise, deficit, he talks about that. They have built upon the big legacy which the India government left of 8% growth. And the moment the whole foundation became exhausted, they are suffering till date for the last 4 years. Therefore, we'll have a strong debate on that. But today what is important is why the India's growth story has come to this situation. If Indians are not investing in India, why will foreigners will come? In spite of FDI in retail, Navika, you know, after full 1 year, not even 25 naya paisa have been invested. Because investors don't trust the credibility of this government, the leadership, because of corruption.
You've been spokesperson and senior advocate for far too long. The moot question to you is, you may deflect as much attention towards the wrongdoings of the Congress.
I'm not deflecting. The people of the country are going to give an answer.
House in order.
In the election,
you are going into the 2014 elections. You want to portray Mr. Narendra Modi as your prime ministerial face. It's been a long time that the country has been waiting. Just what is holding you back? First, address your own problems, Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad.
Well, the position is very clearly, once the party will take a decision, surely all these concerns will be addressed. You want us to rush through the whole thing in a haste. Oh, but that is your assessment. At least trust us about the ability of our own party to take a decision at the appropriate time. Once the decision is taken, surely
so will
it will
there
go
be
to the
a
entire
vote in
country.
the parliamentary
The people
board?
know.
You have an 11-member parliamentary board.
No.
Remove Mr. Narendra Modi, who cannot vote on his own case. 10 other members. Will you have a vote? Will you choose your prime ministerial candidate by consensus or by a majority vote in the parliamentary board? Will it lead down to a photo finish in the parliamentary board? Is that what you're saying?
Madam Navika Kumar, you have been following my party for some time. BJP be in the state working committee or the national working committee or the parliamentary board. We don't go by vote. We have been going by consensus, by consent, by dialogue, by consultation. And once a decision is taken, after free and frank exchange, unlike the chorus of Rag Darbari, surely we permit differences of view.
The dialogue is what is taking time. The dialogue with Mr. L.K. Advani.
No, at least leave it to us. At least let the time,
several rounds of meetings.
I'm sorry. I don't think. I don't think.
L.K. Advani today on a one-on-one. Bhaiyaji Joshi met him. So the dialogue is what is taking time.
Navika, I don't think Navika Kumar is a member of parliamentary board to force a decision about that. The decision will be taking appropriate time, surely, and the people of the country are waiting to throw Congress lock, stock and barrel whenever elections are held for the suffering they have caused to the people of the country.
Yes, Dr. Singhvi, you wanted to comment.
Navika, this musical concert I've been hearing all this while has actually meant that 4 months, a full 4 months, a raucous, non-musical, dissonant, karkash dhwani is being heard, where you are having a cabal of squabblers, jostlers and jockeyers for power, fighting amongst themselves, not able to decide a prime ministerial candidate for 4 months.
Abhishek, at least there is no one-liner at the height of 40,000 feet
as
by the Prime Minister.
Rag Darbari. if he describes this as lack of Dag Darbari, thank God, we have a more methodical system of proceeding. The country is watching.
At least there is no one-liner at the height of 40,000 feet.
And jockeying for power. And Mr. Advani thinks that the most unfair have been not anybody else, but the BJP has been most unfair to him.
Finally, in the Pappu versus Peku war, it seems that Rahul Gandhi seems to have decided. He's speaking on the same day as Narendra Modi. Narendra Modi speaks tomorrow in Jaipur, where he's concluding the yatra with Vasundhara Raje, the BJP's chief ministerial hopeful, and Rahul Gandhi is making a public speech in Delhi. Do you think finally Rahul Gandhi has thrown his hat in the fray and has decided to take speech versus speech? Narendra Modi versus Rahul Gandhi. And is that a formula that suits the Congress?
Navika, I hope you don't take your political leads from such superficial coincidences. The Congress has not yet begun the art of fixing our schedules on the basis of prior searching of the BJP schedules. Don't refer to pure coincidences. For the Congress, it doesn't matter where, what, when Mr. Modi is speaking. For the Congress, it has never been a presidential 1 versus 2 contest. I've explained that to you earlier.
But Abhishek, you are scared of Narendra Modi.
He has been speaking. He speaks what he thinks, and the whole country knows that while Mr. Modi uses big words, big adjectives, rhetoric, flourish, nobody thinks him half as sincere, as straightforward, as pointed and focused as Mr. Rahul Gandhi. Everybody knows that he frequently does not mean what he says and says what he means. Mr. Rahul Gandhi's Shelley is totally different. You have seen his actions, people have seen his actions over the last 3 years at the grassroots. He has spoken when he wants to on issues which he wants to.
But Dr. Singhvi, you yourself are making this comparison now.
And to think that is not a statement. I'm not. I'm answering you. I'm answering your previous question.
Dr. Singhvi, you yourself are making this comparison now. That on one hand, you allegedly say that, there are some claims made by Mr. Modi which are not true. And on the other hand, Rahul Gandhi takes a position.
No,
Yes, please go ahead.
On the contrary, if I don't answer your question goes unrebutted. I am specifically answering your question and Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad's point about Mr. Rahul Gandhi not having spoken or his views on various topics. And that question, I think, is left to be answered by the people of this country. They know the sincerity quotient of Mr. Modi. Everybody knows that he speaks in a political style which is usually 90%
this is a new quotient.
Insincere. Everybody
knows
new quotient that in Indian politics. The claim he makes in Gujarat, of course it is. Anybody, even the worst enemies of Rahul Gandhi concede, even in the BJP, privately and otherwise.
Dr. Singhvi, on 1 to 10, where does Rahul Gandhi stand on the
Rahul Gandhi is so sincere, Dr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi, then why doesn't he talk on a host of issues? There are several questions. What are the kind of economic policy that Rahul Gandhi would actually follow? What does he think of the UP communal situation currently? What does he think about what's going on in Kashmir? What does he think about India-Pakistan relations? Why doesn't he speak on all of these issues?
No. This is a false debate. This is a false debate. Mr. Rahul Gandhi has spoken on several of these issues, but in particular, he is the vice president of the party and the party functions under his leadership. When the Congress speaks, it is in consultation with the vice president and the president. What we say from the podium all over the place is after prior discussion and consultation.
Indians want to talk about. Indians want to know about.
I'll tell you, on the very same issues, the Congress party has spoken. Which means Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi have spoken. Separately, Rahul Gandhi has spoken sometimes, but Rahul Gandhi doesn't have to speak every day as the Congress party speaks. And that's the false debate.
Navika, can I come in here?
Debate which is trying to be drawn into a presidential debate.
Go on, Dr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, your rebut.
That's the whole point.
Well, Navika, I have to say something very simply. I'm happy you pointed out. Abhishek has not spoken as to what is the view of Shri Rahul Gandhi on a whole range of issues. He is surely entitled to shower all the adjectives of appreciation and commendation of Shri Rahul Gandhi. I have no problem with that. But I have yet to hear any structured intervention of Rahul Gandhi in the parliament in the last more than 4 years that he has been there, or many years. The only speech I remember is that Kalavati or Leelavati halting speech. What happened to Kalavati? Where is she? We don't even know. If that is the earnestness of his speaking style, today I have been led to a new understanding of India's politics, that what Abhishek Manu Singhvi speaks is Rahul Gandhi is speaking. I'm happy to hear that.
But the question on sincerity quotient,
if that is
Mr.
the
Prasad,
way,
The Congress
the sincerity quotient of Mr. Modi.
Yes.
The question
Well,
on that,
sincerity quotient goes in
Yes,
the
doubted the
governance
sincerity
record.
of your leader.
Sanket, yes. Sanket, sincerity quotient must be reflected not only in his speech but also in your governance record. And this question I'm leaving to your
That's
viewers
the problem.
today. Why is it when the country's growth is -5%, all the BJP ruled states, that Chhattisgarh or Madhya Pradesh or Gujarat or Goa are posting 11% plus growth rate? Why is it when investors are not trusting Government of India, they are trusting these states? Why is it that even farmers are happy
Several
having
states-
18% and 15% growth rate?
But
These
what about
are
your
important
prime
issues.
ministerial
The answer
And
candidate,
therefore,
Mr. Ravi Shankar
The
Prasad?
answer is simple.
that I have already
The answer is simple.
that I have already
Delhi is
replied
having
to
the
you,
same
Madam
growth rate.
Navika Kumar.
Navika,
Wait for the decision
Navika.
of Parliamentary Board.
Navika. Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, Navika
Wait for Parliamentary Board decision,
Haryana,
Navika. Surely,
Haryana,
I know your concern will be addressed.
Please. Look, let's not have false figures.
Go on, Dr.
Haryana
Singhvi.
is posting the same growth rates. Delhi is posting the same growth rates. He has selective amnesia about these states. Rajasthan is posting close to these rates.
Then what?
Bihar is
Why you are
posting
not
close to
doing in
these
the
rates.
country?
And
Abhishek, tell me that.
And I'll tell you about
Abhishek
us.
Manu Singhvi.
I'll tell you.
Why
I'll
is
tell you about us.
why is
Let me
India not
complete.
having this growth rate?
That's the question.
Why not?
Let me tell you.
Why Manmohan Singh is
Between
not-
two,
why the
let me
great
answer Ravi
economic
Shankar
prime
Prasad.
minister is not able to do it?
Have the patience.
You have to
Have the
reply to it.
patience. Have the patience and courage to hear my answer. Have the patience and courage to hear my answer without interrupting
Yes, I
me.
know. You
From
have no
98
answer.
to 2004. From 98 to 2004, you
I'm
in the
asking
NDA
today,
had
why
an average
country's
growth
growth
rate
rate is
of
4.5 today? Say that.
5.6%. Can I answer? You are interrupting me because you don't want to face facts.
Abhishek, talk
You had
today,
a growth
don't
rate
go
of
in 98.
5.6%.
Talk in 2013.
And from 2004,
Don't run away from 2013.
2004 to 2013.
Gentlemen, this is
From
not the Rajya
2004 to
Sabha.
2013,
Gentlemen, this is not
our
the Rajya
average growth
Sabha.
rate is still
The
higher than
debate
yours.
is over.
And
Reply
for
about
last year, it was
2013,
double,
Abhishek.
it was
I can't
one and a
do
half
it.
times
You
yours.
are running away from 2013.
This is
You
not
are
the Rajya
obfuscating.
Sabha.
You are
Let's not
obfuscating.
quibble
You are
over
misleading
numbers.
and
The
obfuscating.
question that we started off asking
You-
this evening was, is the BJP
You are
ready
not
to
allowing the
announce
answer to be
Narendra
heard,
Modi
Navika.
as its prime
Please hear
ministerial
the answer.
candidate? And is
Because
the
you have no
Congress
answer,
now
Abhishek.
being forced to decide whether
Navika,
Rahul Gandhi will
please
be
hear the
its
answer.
prime
Navika,
ministerial
please.
candidate as well?
Navika,
That
half a
question,
second.
unfortunately,
Navika, half a
neither
second.
of the gentlemen have answered. Yes, Dr. Singhvi.
Please hear this answer. If you have the courage, let Mr. Ravi Shankar not interrupt. Delhi, Haryana,
Reply about 2013,
Rajasthan,
why it is
Bihar
happening.
are having growth rates higher than or equal to BJP. Point number one. Point number two. The average growth rate from 98 to 2004 of the BJP was less than 5.6%. The average growth rate from 2004 to 2013 today of the Congress and the UPA is higher. But what is more important, till last year, for 9 years out of 10 or 8.5 out of 10, our growth rate has been 1.5 times higher average than that of the BJP. Just because in 1 year our growth rate is less, they are shouting and complaining. The same Prime Minister, the same Council of Ministers, the same Congress party. Those are hard facts. We reached 9%, 8.6%. Our lowest was higher than your highest.
All right, that was
Navika, can
a
I
lot
say
of
one
number
line?
throwing from both the BJP and the Congress
Na-
party.
Navika,
Both
can I
parties
say one
fighting
line?
over whose rule states are actually throwing
Then
up
Navika,
larger
can I
growth
say one
figures.
line?
But the one question that we started with, yes, Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, I'll allow you that one line and then we'll call this debate to a close. I hope you'll answer the question that we started with.
First of all, the Prime Minister is expressing concern on the economy. The Finance Minister is expressing concern on the economy. The World Bank is expressing concern. The new Reserve Bank Governor is saying, and here is the eloquent spokesperson of Congress party who is shying away from reality because he has no answer. Coming to the last question, yes, you are right. The country expects an answer. The Parliamentary Board will take a call, and the people of the country are waiting for the appropriate moment to rid this country of the corruption, scam-tainted governance of Dr. Manmohan Singh, Sonia Gandhi-led UPA government.
We've been waiting a long time to know
All
who your
sound
prime
and fury,
ministerial
but no
candidate
substance.
will be and
All
when will
sound
that
and fury, but
announcement
no
actually
substance.
come, Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad. But thank you very much, Dr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi and Ravi Shankar Prasad, for
Thank
joining
you.
us on this debate this evening. Thank you very much.